Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Luke and welcome back to the F1 Global Mania Series. So we're now on episode 2, and in the last one you would have seen that we've done the young drivers test day 1. In this episode we're going to start with the Korea, which is Australia. So here we go, we're going to start going to Korea. I'm going to choose an F1 team now. I think I'm going to go with Toro Rosso. Yeah, why not? Toro Rosso it is. Now guys, I do apologise for no videos for a good while. The reason for that is pretty much just because I've been a little bit lazy, to be honest. The house that I'm in right now has been a little bit loud recently, but it's all good now guys, do not worry. We've got a lot of episodes coming out very soon. Well, daily now from me, because you've seen a lot of Kyle, you've seen a lot of his Tech It Madness series, and you've seen a bit of the Duel series as well, which I'm in, but now it's time for me to do mine with the GTA Online Road to Success series and the F1 Global Mania. So, as you can see right here, now the intro, it's going to show me that my emails before the race, and any emails that they give me, any contract offers and things like that, which is on the left, which is blanked out anyway, but I don't think I'll get any contract offers in the first season. But for the series itself, I'm unsure whether or not to actually do, you know, another season, because with the F1 Global Mania series, I just mainly want to be talking about kind of what happens in the F1 world and anything like that. So yeah, so in this one what I'm going to be doing is obviously the first race, as you can see at the top, is Australia, and then the next one, MYS, I can't remember what the next one actually is it Malaysia, China, Bahrain, Spain, I think. I might have this wrong, do correct me if I am wrong though. But anyways, so now I'm on my own, so I'm just going through there. So the race results day, welcome to Formula 1, race weekend introduction, and then finally race information for Melbourne. So it's 3.3 miles and the top speed is about 188 miles per hour that you can go. Obviously you probably get more than that, I don't know what that actually means, but yeah guys, so what I've decided to do now is this is actually a voiceover commentary, because I find it easier for me when I'm actually racing, rather than talking while I'm racing. It puts me off a little bit, I kind of turn off and don't drive to my full potential, and I want to give this series a bit of a challenge, not just me falling behind a lot. So I find it easier to record it and then commentate afterwards, and that's how the series will go on from now. Just do let me know though guys if you want to do any racing with me online or anything like that. I don't mind, you'll probably beat me anyway, but I just want to be kind of interactive with you guys really. So here we go, so we've got Albert Park, I believe this is Melbourne, Australia, and then obviously it's called Albert Park, was it? No, I can't even remember, I can't believe I just forgot what the title of the track is called. But yeah, so we're in the paddock now. We're in the garage, as you can see in the top there, we're in practice, we're going to go out, and I think I'm going to do probably about 5 laps, I think I'll do, because I just want to keep it nice and, you know, just kind of a nice steady race for us, and you know, we'll go like that. So we're going to go, and what I decided to do was, rather than go straight to the track, I'm going to go to the quick car setup, and then I decided to kind of go out, have a look at the weather, see what's going on, and I see it's really dry, a bit sunny there as well, so we're going to turn it to 1 up, so we've got a high top speed and low downforce, and hopefully the car performs well for us. But anyways, talking about news in the F1 world then, so I haven't looked at the moment at what the teams are like, I'll probably have a little look in just a moment, but in this episode I want to kind of talk a little bit about Michael Schumacher. Now, if you would have heard, Michael Schumacher had a skiing accident. I can't remember the exact date, but I think it was either just after or just before Christmas. He was skiing with some family friends and his son Mick, who was 14 years old. And what happened was, Michael Schumacher wasn't skiing too fast or anything like that, but he ended up slipping or something like that, and he hit his head straight on a rock. And it's known right now that he has a bit of brain damage and is being in a artificial coma or induced coma. So basically that just means that it's not a natural coma, it's been used medically or anything like that to get him into a coma. And they've done that just so that they can have an easy recovery on Michael. Hopefully he stays the same as he would have been before. Hopefully that's what happens. I don't think there's any news just yet, or any updates or things like that. So hopefully he's all good. But it's been a bit of a shock to the F1 world, because obviously Michael Schumacher is a legendary driver. He's been driving for years and years and years. He's only retired, I think he retired last year because he was in the season before, yeah, he was in the F1 2012 season, I think, and then he retired for the 13 one, and now he's in 2000. Yeah, so now we're in 2014. He isn't there, obviously. So, but yeah, that was a massive shock, and I believe he's still in there now. I think they done some tests on him, and he ended up blinking, which I think is some positive sign. So hopefully he comes out of that pretty good. I'm really hoping and praying for his family. But anyways, so this is just the testing lap. We're going to talk more about the game right now. Now, to me, the Toro Rosso cars seem very good. I was in an online session once. I can't remember if I talked about this in episode 1 or not, because it's been a while. But yeah, the Toro Rosso was actually really fighting off a Ferrari. The guy got me in the last corner. I was ahead for so long, and then I just ended up getting worse and worse. It's probably me, not the car, though. I don't really know. But whatever it was, you know, it was getting just kind of worse and worse, and he took me in the last corner, but I was fighting him off for about 15 to 18 laps. I can't remember the exact lap time. And then he just got me in the the final corner. I think it was actually the last lap as well, or it could have been a lap before, but so he ended up taking me, and I came second in that race. But the Toro Rosso is actually a very good car on this game. The only problem with the game is, which I talked about last episode, I know I talked about that, was that when you go around corners it does skid a lot and things like that, and I don't think it should. As you can see right there as well, it just skids a bit, and it never used to do that, and there's been a lot of reviews about that on this game, that it skids far too much. But I do like F1 2013. I like all the F1 games. That I think they just get better and better and better every time that they release them. So we'll have to see what's going on there. So we're on 1 minute 10 now, just going through this corner right here, and there's not much left now. This is the final corner until we get to the last bend. This one right here. So we take that, not too bad, and we end up with, let's see what it's on 129 right here. We're gonna enable DRS. We're gonna go flying down here. And to kickstart the lap, we got 1 minute 34 and 746. So that isn't too bad. 300ths of a second off 135. So yeah, we're not off to a bad start at the moment. We're going to keep on going though. I think I'll get to about lap 5 or lap 7 or something like that. Then I'll decide to go in the garage and just see what happens. But it does get interesting, guys. I want to tell you that much. But yeah, so F1. The new cars, I don't think, as I heard recently, that Red Bull had a very good time in Jerez. That track, apparently Red Bull overall didn't do too great. They didn't go out that much, and yeah, I don't think it's going too well for them. I think it said that Adrian knew he was going back to the drawing board because they just couldn't get, what they needed to get right for a good car this year. But only time will tell whether Red Bull are going to be out on top again, or whether they will get outbeaten. But no one can call the shots just yet. Nobody knows what will happen yet. But hopefully, well, I'm not actually going to say hopefully, because I think it's been what is it, 4 years now since Vettel has won consistently. So I don't really hope that anybody wins. I hope that this year is a bit more competitive than last year, with not one team dominating over and over and over again. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Red Bull and Red Bull Racing. It's just that I don't think that they should just keep on coming out on top all the time. I mean, well, it's not that I don't think, I hope that somebody can give them more of a challenge. So hopefully someone will. Maybe it could be Ferrari, it could be Mercedes, you never know. It even could be McLaren again, or maybe will a team like Force India come out? I don't really know, but I'm hoping that something like this does happen, because it'll be a lot more competitive, it'll be a lot more fun to watch, and yeah, hopefully we'll have to see what happens. But I'm gonna have a quick look at the F1 news right now. It's got about Bernie Ecclestone. Apparently he had a bribe or something like that to give to somebody else. I think he bribed somebody to take F1. I can't really remember about that, guys, but let's see what else we can find. Something related to racing. And yeah, so here we go. Here's one which I did actually find out before. The last race in Abu Dhabi is due to have double points, as you guys may have heard, and that has kind of not took the greatest effect to some teams. I think I can't remember, was it Vettel who said that they didn't like it, or it could have been a whole team. Sorry about this, guys, I can't really remember, but there was somebody who didn't really like it. Apparently Lotus commented that the best thing would be to make all the races double points, but the last race will be a challenge. That will definitely show some competition due to double points being a major thing. I think I quite like the idea, because I'm a kind of a person now that would, don't get me wrong, I actually did want Vettel to win last year, just because I think he was doing very well. He was matching, I think he did match Michael Schumacher's record, and I think Alberto Ascari's one as well, of winning the last, 9 races or 11 races of the season. So I did quite enjoy seeing that, just being there to see something like that. But a lot of people out there now, you guys may feel it as well. Let me know in the comment section below that every single year now, well, for the last 4 years, it's just been Red Bull going out on top all the time. And there has been a little competition, as you would have seen in the 2012 season, with Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel, which was actually a really good race, because Vettel got spun out, I think, and he had to make his way, and I think Alonso did finish above him, but Vettel just finished at a good place, so it would put him out on top. So that was an interesting race. But I think the double points would definitely 100% show some competition between teams, because it could be that I don't know, there's 30 points between, for example, say Kimi Raikkonen's leading the whole season, and then Fernando Alonso comes, and there's a 30 points difference. But then say if Fernando Alonso needed 30 points, then he could he could win the race, and then I'm getting this mixed up. So if there was a 30 points difference then, and then we'll say that, who did I say? Kimi Raikkonen and Alonso. So if Alonso was winning, but Kimi Raikkonen had the 30 point lead, then he could win and then get 50 points, which would put him in the lead. Sorry about that, guys, I had to think about that. So it's that sort of competition we're looking at. But obviously the season hasn't started just yet. It starts, you guys probably know this already. However, the season starts season 2014 Formula 1 season, which starts there we go. So the season will start on the 16th of March and then will end on the 23rd of November, which I'm assuming happens every year. Haven't figured out that, to be honest. Apologies for that, guys. I should be a bit more prepared. But anyways, so we're going to go back to the gameplay now, as you guys would have probably seen. So this was actual good lap. We're in 3rd place, and we're trying, I'm fighting, I'm getting purples. I'm really fighting for it, because I'm not sure what difficulty it's on, guys. You might think I'm crap or something, but I don't think I'm too bad. I'm not the best driver in the world, but as you can see, another purple. It's only 0.021 of a second, but it's still purple, and we're just fighting to hopefully see where we end up. And I'm just hoping, I'm really going to hope that we can push for this one. So as you can see, Vettel there has got 1 minute 31.646, and I'm coming through next to last bend, so we're on a 121 about here, so we're still gonna go, keep going, and then we get DRS now, so we're gonna put that on 128, 29, 130, 131, and it's just 100th of a second off Sebastian Vettel, so not too bad, not too bad. So we went from third to second. Can anybody propose us a challenge though? You know, can Hamilton get himself back up in second, or can Massa end up going like pole or even second? All's yet to tell. So yeah, but all I can really say, guys, is check out the Toro Rosso car if you haven't already on the game. Do I advise getting it? I would say if you're an F1 fan, yeah, I would probably get it. Driving for me is probably a little bit better on F1 2012, just because it doesn't like spin out, well, not spin out, but skid everywhere and just make it unpleasant to drive. I mean, I'm not saying that that's not realistic, because it is. However, I think they've made it maybe too realistic, or maybe a bit less realistic, so maybe a little bit unrealistic, just to an extent, because it happens on pretty much every corner. And you can learn the car to a very good extent, but at some point it will still end up spinning out at you. You know, at some point. I don't know when it could be, but you'll see it quite a lot. I'm trying to get more used to the car, so you know, to kind of minimise how much it actually does happen. But here I decide to kind of leave that lap. I think we were getting reds everywhere. I can't remember, maybe some yellows, which, you know, but I decided to leave it here, and we're in third place, and I'm going to accept that for this one, guys. I'm quite happy with third. I'm making this series a bit of a challenge to us, so hopefully we'll see where we end up. I mean, this is only practice, guys, so we've still got qualifying to come. We've still got the actual race as well, so hopefully we can propose a challenge in that race. And my races, guys, are going to be about 15% of the overall track, so yeah, so you'll have to let me know if you want, guys. If you want to see a half race or a quarter, I think I've got it wrong with 15%, I can't remember, but a quarter of the overall track, or maybe you want to see a whole entire race, just let me know. But what I'm going to stick to until one of you guys lets me know is about 25% of the overall, so a quarter, yeah, it's 25, that's the one, of the overall track. But as you can see here anyway, so Sebastian Vettel 131.647, Lewis Hamilton 131.690, and me 131.776. So as you can see, we're all pretty close. Even Massa's just 200-300th of a second kind of slower than me. So we haven't done too bad, guys, but we do actually finish in third. Just for this, I'm sorry about that, excuse me, guys. I'm only on my 7th lap as well, so I think I'm probably the shortest apart from Perez down there. Oh, he's on his 8th. So, but that's what I'll probably do in practice, because we're already pretty much like 18 minutes in, so I don't want to make it too long for you guys. However, what I might do is probably do a bit of editing just to see lap after lap, and probably do quite a lot. But I want to see, I kind of like to do it from raw, not to just show you all the good things and not some of the bad things. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I've done pretty well in Sector 1, Sector 2 was a little bit slow, Sector 3 was a bit slow as well. So that's where I didn't do too well on. But in qualifying we'll get a bit more used to the track. So anyway, so there we go, we're in third place, and that's not too bad, because now what we got left is qualifying, and then that is it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Watch out for qualifying in episode 3. And that's all from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment and subscribe if you did, and I shall see you guys in the next one.